We finally made it to Celestic Town. First of all, we're healing up. First things first, we're healing up. Who are you? As a clown, I like to show off Pokemon that are a little out of the ordinary. Want to battle and see for yourself? Okay, how should we do this? Shall we do something fantastical? I probably should have healed up first, but we're doing this now. We're battling the clown. You're challenged by Clownly. The little effect coming out of the Pokeball. You could say that he clownly strolled over this way. My goodness. Why does Mr. Mime look like he's chewing some bubblegum or something? Hashtag not sponsored by, but could be, by whatever company, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and smack Rude like that with the flying. You know, I recently rewatched Detective Pikachu since it was recently added to Netflix. And the Mr. Mime in that movie is certainly something, to say the least, isn't it? Kadurber? Do I send in the tactical refrigerator? I think I send in the tactical refrigerator. I think is what's going on here. Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds a-okay. Leaves the name of one of the player characters in PMD Dark Hero side campaign, something that I know like nothing about. Psybeam, how are you faster than a fridge? This is not okie dokie. You freaking critted me. Come on, please say it's enough. Please say it's enough. Cool. Thank goodness for that. That would have been a bit worrisome with you being faster than me, and after that crit or whatever the heck. My goodness, player defeated Clownly. No, whatever the hell. Okay, here's a piece of useless trivia. Fear of clowns is also known as colorophobia. I knew that from Dead by Daylight. Kadabra is actually a really freaking strong for a Stage 2 Pokemon. I might have been something I've heard about. I don't know. But I believe it. But that doesn't... Wasn't it during some previous stream of this where it was mentioned, might have even been you that mentioned Alakazam having like some really wonky defenses? Or something like that? And I guess we just have the Eterna City theme here in Celestic Town. As an odd spaceman in front of the ruins. There isn't anything there, but that only seemed to make him get angry. He's saying he will blow the town up with a bomb. The nerve of it all. If only I were younger, I'd punish that spaceman with my Pokemon, because my age totally has everything to do with the abilities of my Pokemon. Spaceman, huh? Celestic Town, the past lives. I almost read that as the past lives. Isn't this like part of some Celebi event? I don't even remember. Why did the elegant Pelican inscriptions look so derpy? Giant etching of a Pokemon creature covers the wall. There's some faded text etched there as well. The flow of time never stops. The past, future, and present. Why does it say present last instead of past, present, and future? The past, future, and present. Yeah, that's remember saying Onyx is more attack than Onyx, but don't remember because I'm trivia at all. I might even think of someone else. A giant etching of a Pokemon-like creature covers the wall. There's some fading text etched into it. Space is ever-expanding dimensions. Our spirits, too, are as space. I mean, scientifically, when it comes to space and time. Space and time are technically one thing. Space-time. But, you know, this town is insignificant. There's nothing of value here. It doesn't need to exist, so I'll blow it up with a galactic... Would this be the same guy? It doesn't need to exist, so I'll blow it up with a galactic bomb. You're trying to mess with me, I'll shut you down in a Pokemon battle. Doing this voice actually hurts my throat. So what's it going to be? Are you going to mess with me? Dare to oppose Team Galactic. I'll knock you up as well, me mum. That means you're taking on the world, not the universe even. I don't think it's the same guy, but this guy has his voice now. That one guy from earlier. Well, my actual terrorism. Yep, for kids. You know, there's a regular kind of stuff. Is Houndour fire and dark type, or is it just fire and it only becomes fire dark when it evolves into Houndoom? I actually don't know. Let's find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Well, there's our answer. Yeah, there's our answer. Fire dark. Cool. Welp. Defense fell. Special defense fell, but that is a-okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Evil Genius 2 came out recently and gave you... I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry to say, Tux. I actually have no idea. I'm sending Golbat. Send in the tactical refrigerator. Send it in. Send in the fridge. Time for you to get fridged. Is what is happening here. Flap, flap, flap. Way up. Time for shockwave shenanigans. To boopity bop you. We're jamming. We're jamming out here. It's super effective. The first goal bat fainted. Let's get a whole bunch of experience points and things. Player defeated Team Galactic Grunt. I just got worked over by a kid, no less. I'll just do that voice, whatever. Too much to handle. I can't do anything here. This place is nothing. I'll happily be rid of this place. I swapped some words there, but whatever. And that is what I call a quality ass whooping. Oh, you are magnificent. Aren't you quite the trainer? As the elder of Celestic Town, I give you my thanks. Oh, that old charm. May I see that, dear? Oh, what's that? It unfolds until a fully automated or something. You say Cynthia entrusted you with it to deliver to me. That's Cynthia. She's my granddaughter. Yeah, she told me. No, I wanted to read that. It was made in honor of a mythical deity said to have created Sinnoh. These old charms are still discovered now and again. Since you're in Celestic Town, why not look around inside the ruins? Sure? Sure, what have we here? My oh my. What have we here? How about a Pokemon spin-off game where we are the leader of an evil team and aim for world domination? It would certainly be intriguing to say the least. So if you had to choose between the #1 fan and the tactical fridge, who would you choose? But they're both so good though. I don't know. Harm examined the ancient cave painting. Mysterious designs cover a whole section of the wall. There are 3 strange things forming a triangle, Illuminati, and in the middle of them, a shining sphere? What is this all about? And that is what we call Illuminati confirmed. The cave's painting seems to be about this. There existed beings so powerful, they were considered deities at the time. There were 3 Pokémon with power to match either being. The 3 kept balance with either being, as if they formed a pyramid scheme. It's an ancient legend of Sinnoh that is still told in Celestic Town. I would like to know more about that legend, if you will. Who might you be? My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. My name is Cyrus. I want to put an end to pointless strife and hostility. I am seeking the power to create the ideal world. Thus, I want you to answer. Was Tomato Town really the first to be wiped? The world today can't change because the 3 Pokemon keep it in balance. Is that what you are saying? I wouldn't know. What do I look like? I do know the world is in balance. I'm quite satisfied with the world the way it is. I'm not interested in your question. Plead ignorance, will you? What a pointless attitude. You fail to appreciate that the world is incomplete. I will change the world. As the first step, I will destroy this cave painting that you've protected all these years. A new legend of a new world should take its place. Am I wrong? If you feel that way, challenge me. No. You choose to be a coward. It was sensible of you. Stand aside and watch as I change the world. Well, am I wrong? If you feel that way, challenge me! I know you, trainer. We've met at Disney World, I mean Mount Coronet. Why would you want to protect this incomplete world? As the boss of Team Galactic, I will show you the error of your ways. I guess this is our first Cyrus boss. You're challenged by Galactic boss Cyrus. My oh my. But yeah, I don't know, Tux. Her grandmother definitely seems like she's been around a while, though. Let's intimidate. I mean, there is also those kinds of families where, to answer that question of how old is this lady, Cynthia should be a grown-up adult woman and her grandmother is still alive. I mean, to answer that question, there are definitely some cases of some families where it's like, you know, maybe they could find a better hobby to put things one way. This fight was not in Diamond and Pearl, it was added in Platinum? Really? That's interesting. That's intriguing to say the least. Well, guess we'll get rid of Sneasel. But yeah, to put things one way, some people's parents should probably find another hobby. But that's That's just one way of putting things in a PG way. What is sending Golbat? Send in the fridge! Send in the tactical fridge! My, oh my. That does sound interesting though, Tux. Sending in Golbat. But what does the Golbat have in comparison to the tactical fridge? Is the real question. Kaboom! You've just been vectored. Maybe. Ah! Pain! Was that the bite of 87? Golbat has sheer cold? The Golbat has sheer cold? What? Well, we're faster than the Golbat anyway, I think. No, that's a joke. I barely even remember what type of move sheer cold is. Like, I know it's some ice type move. Is it one of those ones where it's like a 1 in 3 chance to be a one-hit KO? Is it one of those kinds of moves? If I'm faintly recalling. Because, like, I straight up don't know. Like, past the name. That's what my memory's telling me. Okay, so it's one of those ones. One of those ones, huh? But just send in Murkrow. Keep the tactical fridge? It's a 30% chance to insta-kill. I thought it was 33. For, like, a 1 in 3. You forced my hand this time. I'm gonna send in my random crow at you. Spooky. So spooky. Ow! What the hell? This better take you out. Oh my goodness. That did way more than I thought it would. I guess it was a stab move because Murkrow's dark. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, the tactical fridge wins the day again. Thank goodness for that. Player defeated Galactic Boss Cyrus. Impressive. Her prowess is notable. Actually have a hacked Magikarp with sheer cold and black too. My goodness. Remarkable. But Elder, your attitude told me what I needed to know. If the beginnings of time and space are brought together, they can't be stopped. He just teleports away. Such a strange man, spouting such nonsense. The time and space of Sinnoh are filled with the memories and thoughts of countless people and Pokémon. This is a wonderful world. What need is there to change it? Oh yes, I found something useful. You should take this. It belonged to my granddaughter, but she doesn't use it anymore. I could make a joke about this going so many ways, but I shouldn't. Obtain the HMO 3. Oh, it's Surf and such. Level 100 shiny prankster Magikarp with sheer cold, Mind Reader, and Spore. If a Pokemon learns Surf, it can carry you across the water and... Whoops, I hit that too early. You've been a great help. That's my thanks for it. Well, we managed to get Surf. Examine the ancient cave painting. Mysterious designs cover a whole section of the wall. There are 3 strange things for me. I already read that. Item? Nope, guess not. But yeah, so I guess Celestic Town has this Cyrus boss battle. Oh? Was everything alright here? You saw those strange people with a galactic bomb, didn't you? But those Team Galactic people, I thought they were harmless. The bizarre ways they dress, and all their wild claims about making a new universe. I thought it was just silly talk, nothing to take seriously. But they're surprisingly more trouble than expected. Trying to monopolize Pokemon just isn't acceptable. By the way, were the ruins fun to explore the one tiny room that there was? If you're interested, there's a library in Canalave City. It's stocked with ancient books. You can look up Sinnoh history there. It might help you complete your Pokedex too. The quickest way to Canalave City is to go west from Jubilife City. Okay, so that just basically gives us our next destination, I suppose, of Canalave City. Our next destination is set. Hey, do you know what they say? They say a Pokemon created the Sinnoh region. Cool. Trying to monopolize Pokemon isn't acceptable. GameFreak calling itself out. You don't get to take this from me. Analog Watch, you don't get to have all your Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Monopolizing all your Pokemon is not acceptable, but Analog Watch displays the current time. I wonder what freaking you know, the Pokemon company would think back then, seeing the modern state of Pokemon. With like, I wonder what the person who wrote that line would think. You know, seeing Pokemon today. Found a Dragon Fang, apparently. My goodness. Well, what else have we in the... We'll go heal up first. We will also go heal up. That's what we better do. When it flips over to 19 in 24-hour time, or 7, will it suddenly become night? Maybe? Maybe. We hope to see you in the hospital again, you injured piece of crap. Is that another bit where everything kind of changes? Hi. Howdy! Studying up on local history? I'm high as hell, you would not believe. Yeah, it's night. Just immediately changes to that. My goodness. Speaking of, you most likely will not get either the Diamond Pearl remix. Also debating on passing Legends Arceus 2. It'll definitely have to do a lot with like how it's changed before release, or like, and yeah, before release essentially. Because the way that it showed it in that trailer, it was like barely running. Like the frame rate and the models is like, it seemed like the Switch was barely handling it. Now, coordinate towers of the center in a way it's the closest place to the sky and to space in this region. So we'll see how it turns out. You know, there's been a lot of people who've gone to my Pokemon video essay that are like, I don't understand how you can criticize like all this, but then still buy their products anyway. And it's like most of the arguments and like opinions that I had that I was expressing there was before most things like had released. That was me, you know, experiencing myself firsthand. And I still did enjoy Sword and Shield. I still think that they were worthwhile, fun games to play that I don't regret my time with. There's just like some scummy, underhanded tactics underneath the surface that I don't like that much and such. But anyway, when it comes to the new games, even though I really have like really low expectations with the Diamond and Pearl remix and really don't want to support that, I might wind up picking both for a couple of reasons. One is then it goes on my freaking shelf. I've shown my shelf before, but that, where I keep like, you know, video game history on that with like shelves of different generations and stuff like that. I love being able to like look at that shelf and be able to see like the oldest stuff at the bottom, the newest stuff at the top, and just see how like time changes for like different IPs and stuff like that, and be able to like document this history for different game series. So one reason for like, for the sake of, you know, being able to look back at, you know, this is what happened at one time within the Pokemon series. And two, because part of me is honestly debating about shifting things more to YouTube from Twitch. And I'm thinking that the Diamond and Pearl remakes might be a good chance for me to experiment with that. Like, if I pick up both, then maybe I'll do a playthrough of one as a YouTube streamer and a playthrough of another one as a Twitch streamer, is what I'm thinking of. Because, you know, my YouTube channel is way bigger than my Twitch channel is. And the last time that I did a playthrough as a YouTube streamer, which was Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition, Twitch does like basically nothing to help get your stream out there and suggested. Like, there's tags and stuff, but that barely does anything. And like, Twitch, you're basically just like a name in a list ranked from like most viewers to least viewers. So like the potential to get discovered on Twitch is like next to nothing. But on YouTube, when I was doing my playthrough of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition as a YouTube streamer, I had people coming into the stream all the time being like, what's this game and what's this channel? I've never heard of it before, but YouTube suggested it to me. And I don't know why, but there have been times like this where the YouTube algorithm has just like really liked my channel. And it probably also has to do with the fact that there's not a lot of YouTube streamers. A lot of people who stream games, it would be off of like Twitch or freaking Facebook Live or other things, stuff like that. There's not a lot of people who actually are like regular YouTube streamers. But because my Twitch channel is, because my YouTube channel is way bigger than my Twitch channel anyway, and because it seems like it might be way easier to get discovered as a YouTube streamer, especially with like the head start of like the progress my channel is at, I might one day become a YouTube streamer instead of a Twitch streamer, and getting both of the remakes might be my chance at like experimenting with that in another way by doing a playthrough of one of the games on my Twitch channel as a Twitch streamer and the other game on my YouTube channel as a YouTube streamer, and seeing what happens and seeing what comes of it and such. Every time I'm yada yada. So I might pick up, like, even though like, I don't have high hopes for it. I might pick up both games for that reason. If I was not a content creator, I would not pick up either of the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I don't think. And I wouldn't be playing Pokemon Platinum right now either if I wasn't a content creator. There's no Pokemon in this town, so you can buy and sell items in this house here. Interesting. But because I am a content creator, and because I'm in like a weird kind of position where I want to like experiment with like some YouTube stream kind of stuff, I might pick up both for that reason and like experiment with that and then like compare seeing what happens on Twitch or what happens on YouTube, you know? But yeah, you have this uncanny feeling of being done with Pokemon yourself. That's probably what I'd be like if I wasn't, you know, a content creator covering this kind of thing that also wants to see what happens. Only YouTube streamers you can think of off the top of your head are Etika, Technoblade, and the Golacro. I only know the first of those. I don't know any of those other names and such. I don't think we need anything right now. I don't believe. But yeah, I mean, my YouTube channel is leagues bigger than my Twitch channel, so like, it might even be worthwhile pursuing YouTube streaming even just for that reason. Hello, Touch Guy. How are you doing today? Hellos! And also, I appreciate the 20 bits there, Anima.
I'm back, yo.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Anima. We were just discussing about how I might potentially become a YouTube streamer one day. So yeah, later this year, there's going to be 2 games that I experiment with being a YouTube streamer of. There's the Diamond and Pearl remakes, where I'll take one game to cover on Twitch and one game to cover on YouTube and see how the 2 go. And the other one is coming out in June, I believe, and that's the Switch version of Skyward Sword HD or whatever they're calling it, and yada yada. Because we already have an in-progress playthrough of Skyward Sword that's been ongoing on Twitch for a good while now, so I'll probably just see it through to the end on Twitch. So when Skyward Sword HD comes out, if I pick it up and cover it, I might just do it as a YouTube streamer, because I've already, well, by that time, I'll have covered like a full playthrough of Skyward Sword on the Twitch channel already. So Skyward Sword HD and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl are going to be the ways later this year that I experiment with potentially becoming a YouTube streamer. Oh, I already read that and stuff. So, you know, there are already at least 2 instances of games in the near future that I will experiment with being a YouTube streamer instead of a Twitch streamer with. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, Tusker, you're kind of sleepy, but that won't last long. You're good, thanks. Well, good to hear. Was YouTube as some of Twitch's features when it comes to streaming? Yeah, like, one of the reasons that I haven't just immediately gone over to YouTube streaming is because there are a lot of nice features on platforms like Twitch, but aren't on, like, YouTube streaming, for example. Like, the thing about the live streaming world, when it comes to video game live streaming, when it comes to video game content in general on the internet, everybody has a different platform that they go to for live streamed content. Some people watch live streams on Twitch. Some people watch live streams on YouTube. Some people watch on Facebook Live. Some people used to watch on Mixer before it got shut down. Like, there's all these different platforms for live streaming. But where do you go when you want to watch pre-recorded videos? YouTube. Nobody goes to Twitch because they want to seek out like new creators to find their VODs and stuff like that. If they're looking for like pre-recorded videos, you go to YouTube. Like, I'm sure that's what some people are doing right now by watching this after the fact when it becomes uploaded, for example. Everybody who wants to watch just video content goes to YouTube. So when it comes to live streaming, everybody has a different platform for live streaming, but everybody is already on YouTube for their video content, which is a reason why, like, another reason why I feel compelled to potentially become a YouTube streamer one day, because it has like much more potential for growth in that this is the platform that everybody shares. Everybody has a different platform for their live streamed content, but when it comes to videos, everybody already shares this platform of YouTube anyway, you know? So that would make sense for that reason. And it's also for that reason, because everybody already, you know, shares the same platform of YouTube, then it's for that reason that I feel like if YouTube actually committed to flushing out its live streaming service and making it like a big deal about the platform, like making it flushed out, high quality, making it like a well-known thing about the platform, YouTube has the potential to kill platforms like Twitch just like that, if they actually committed to flushing out the marketing and the use of their streaming service and such. Because everybody already shares the platform of YouTube anyway. So if YouTube actually committed to it and flushed it out, it could absolutely kill platforms like Twitch. Absolutely. And that's also another reason why I might potentially want to become a YouTube streamer, to like get on the bandwagon of YouTube before that day potentially comes. But YouTube hasn't really showed any signs of like really wanting to do that. YouTube live streaming could absolutely kill the other live streaming platforms, But YouTube hasn't really taken the time to really flush it out and get it to a point like that, even though they absolutely could if they wanted to. I don't know why they haven't yet. But yeah, I do want to get Skyward Sword HD, but you hate that every Switch game worth giving a heck about are all 80 Dolans. Yeah, the fact that it's just ported over, changed controls, and run through the HD machine, and $80, which I guess is similar to 3D All-Stars, is like, yeah, that sure sucks. That sure sucks. At least nowadays, the channel has gotten to a point where it's like, if I want to pick up a certain game to cover on the channel, I'll pick it up, I'll label it as like a stream expense, and I'll pay for it from like the funds that I get from like the revenue that I make off of Twitch and YouTube. And then it's like, aha, cool, isn't that great and stuff. But yeah, I think you do real content on YouTube. Don't become a lazy YouTuber who just uploads full Twitch VODs on his channel and sometimes do a compilation of best laugh streams that just microwave content. I mean, I sort of already do some stuff like that here and there anyway, in like different ways. In a different kind of way. Like if I drag my channel over here, for example, and then I turn on, where's display capture? Here's display capture. Like I do that in a I went to my Twitch channel, my YouTube channel. No, when it comes to, we're gonna hit 5K subs very soon. Jeez. Anyway, yes, but no. Hey, look, there's the fridge and Vaporeon there. When it comes to the situation with my YouTube, it's like I do take content from Twitch. Like what I'm streaming right now is what's eventually going to be in this playlist, for example, you know? That's already here with this ongoing playthrough. Like I cut up into parts, I make thumbnails. I was making thumbnails for Breath of the Wild earlier today because I did a stream of that last night when I was bored. So I made these 3 new thumbnails and stuff like that. Your mean talk doesn't apply to me, you say. I should drag chat to be on top of the... this display capture. I need to like drag it way down. Wait, if I drag it way down to like here, then then we get our badges and all our Pokemon on the side there, and the jar, but not Darkrai. Here, bam, that's where things are. Whatever. Don't mind Twitch streamers that do VODs and highlights on YouTube because that's still content from their Twitch. Yeah, for me, it's like, I'll take streams like this, I'll cut them into parts, make thumbnails, and upload them as individual parts and stuff like that. Whereas the full VODs I keep on Twitch if I go to my video producer thing. So like, for example, when I cut up a stream into parts, just ignore the gym badges and the jar and the Pokemon over here, I guess. Here's the current stream. But like last night, for example, was stream 22 of Breath of the Wild, and then I keep that archived on my Twitch with like its own thumbnail that's like, you know, part 22, which is, you know, what this is here that I made earlier today. And I take that stream 22 and then I cut it up into individual parts, which is part 107, 108, and 109 respectively. And those each get like their own like thumbnails and things and stuff like that. But yeah, because you balance it with videos where you talk about your thoughts and points of view and stuff about games you love them, I'm glad you enjoy the video essays. Yeah, I was just about to say that, like, there's still the Mongoose from earlier this stream, ignore that. Most of the videos that I upload are playthroughs from Twitch. There have been some cases where I tried out doing things just on YouTube, like this playthrough, for example. This was like just pre-recorded videos that weren't streamed on Twitch first. This was me just trying out being a playthrough YouTuber, and it was a different experience. I kind of felt lonely not having people to talk to, but like at the same time, it was like chill, and that's like I just get to be here and like relax on my own, but then I also have to like come up with things to talk about all the time on my own, and I don't have people to talk with, and it was like semi-lonely for that reason as well. I also experimented with it with Sword and Shield, where I did like Sword on Twitch, and I did like bonus parts of Shield that were just on YouTube. So I've like experimented with stuff. But yeah, the main thing that like brings attention to my channel, the thing that's gotten the channel to where it is definitely the video essays. Mostly this video, and then this video that I don't know why it did as well as it did, and then a bunch of video essays that didn't get a bunch of attention, and then this video. Like, a lot of people... I don't know how to freaking phrase it. Part of the reason that I did make this video, how Pokemon lost its magic... Where is my display capture thingamabob? Part of the reason that I made it was because these are like actual opinions that I had that I wanted to share out there and stuff. But another part of me genuinely made it because I knew that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had just been announced, and if I did like the play of striking while the iron was hot, then that had a lot of potential, you know? So I essentially, you know, was like, hey, if I do this, maybe it'll wind up being like one of those videos that does really well for itself. And considering it's just been out for 3 weeks and it's gotten the views that it's gotten, I think I made a really smart play. So I'm really glad about that decision and such. So yeah, my YouTube channel is in like a weird place where it's like most of the videos that I upload are just stuff directly like from Twitch. But the main kind of thing that I do that I only post a video of like once a month, is something unique to YouTube as well. So it's like I do recycled stuff, but I also do completely original stuff. So my YouTube is in like a weird place like that. Also, speaking of video essays, I'm thinking about posting a new one in like 2 days from now on Fire Emblem. I think I have the... Oh, I don't have the thumbnail open here. I was working on a new one for Fire Emblem 3 Houses that was in progress and such. If I go to my thingamabob here, Fire Emblem 3 Houses video essay, thumbnail. Come on. Yeah, so I was working on this. Ignore some of the random other stuff. So this will be experimenting with stuff like that. There's a recovery file. No thanks. It should have been saved anyway. Oh, I should have opened the recovery file. I lost some progress on my thumbnail. Gosh darn it. Whatever. Anyway, when it comes to things here. Yeah, so there is studio. No, this with the actual most updated thumbnail. So there is definitely cases of things that, you know, are exclusive to YouTube that I take like a lot of time to work on that I'm like really proud of and stuff. So it's like there is like a handful of stuff exclusive to it, but also like a bunch of recycled stuff. Also, on the mention of people making like funny moments compilations or like Twitch clip compilations from their channel, I technically have some of those. Just for like the playthroughs that have been like really especially spicy and stuff. Like... There's some playthroughs like this that I just couldn't help myself but make like compilations for, you know?
Oh, Hestu.
Oh, why does my mic sound awful?
I have more Korok seeds for you. Oh my goodness, he's frightened.
What was happening to my mic that day?
That's
what?
Right, model.
I don't sound like that right now, do I? Anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So there's like my weird thing with like my channel and stuff like that. You were there for that wackiness. But yeah, also not everyone can catch the streams on Twitch or even has a Twitch. So by pouring that content onto YouTube, you allow people who may not normally watch your content to find it. Yeah, and that's also another reason that I am debating about potentially becoming a YouTube streamer, like in the future, just because that's like for sure a platform that everyone then shares anyway. But yeah, I mean, part of the reason that I do put all my stuff on YouTube is that it's like I'm archiving all my adventures and I get to see like the history of the channel. But part of it is also because are people who like have discovered my channel, have been a fan of my content, who don't even have a Twitch, who still want to like be able to enjoy it and stuff like that. So that's me, you know, to making plays to, I don't know how to put things into words, doing things that help make the content more accessible and stuff like that. So because I know that there's plenty of people who do watch like several of my YouTube playthroughs who like don't have a Twitch at all. Like I get plenty of comments on various different playthroughs, like especially playthroughs like this, of like recurring commenters who, you know, are constantly talking about the stuff that's going on in this part or like similar experiences that they've had. And I always try to do my best to like respond to those kinds of comments and, you know, have these kinds of conversations and stuff like that, because I know that there's some people who don't have a Twitch and stuff like that. It's an old book, Karma began reading it. When that Pokemon was born, intelligence bloomed among us, enriching our lives. When that Pokemon was born, emotions bloomed among us, giving us joy and sorrow. When that Pokemon was born, willpower bloomed among us, spurring us into action. I guess that's about like the Lake Trio and stuff like that. You're here for the first clip, yes. I have so many good memories with Breath of the Wild, my goodness. Where are you from? Twin Leaf Town, you say? Isn't that close to Lake Verde? Lake is said to be a home of Mesprit, the being of emotion. A Pokemon may well be watching over you. Would you like to know more about Mesprit? Sure. Mesprit is the legendary Pokemon that symbolizes the emotions. Besides it are also Yuxi, the being of knowledge, and Azov, the being of willpower. These three Pokemon are said to have strong and compassionate spirits. The power of their spirits maintains a natural balance of Sinnoh. But also another reason that I am debating about potentially just going over to like YouTube completely one day is the amount of uploads that I make from my streams. This might sound weird, but your hair looks good today. I'm glad you enjoy well, I appreciate it, Touch Sky. I don't know how to word things, but I appreciate it. Yeah, another reason that I might switch over to YouTube completely one day is because the sheer amount of uploads that I have is probably shooting myself in the foot. If I go back to not this compilation, not exactly this, but the studio, the thing is, when I do a stream of something, I will have like the full stream that stays on Twitch, but I'll also have all the individual parts. And if I do like a long stream of something, it cuts up into a lot of parts. Like the last stream of Pokemon Platinum, stream 5, cut up into, I guess it starts at 20, cut up into 20 to 25? Is that as far as it goes? 26? No, 27. Yeah, I went up to 27 because we did the acid rating glitch last time. So that's 8 parts in one 3-hour sitting, for example. And those get uploaded like 1 per day. So as you can expect, sometimes there's some situations where I upload a lot of videos all at once because each of these playthroughs has like their own daily upload schedule. The biggest case of that is Bravely Default 2, which I finished like a few weeks ago. I beat that game a few weeks ago at this point. But if I just disappeared off the face of the internet, like right now, for whatever reason, with today being the 7th of April, my channel would still be automatically uploading videos until the 21st of May. Just because so many parts are uploaded. What was the most recent part uploaded for this? We're at like part 40 something uploaded with Bravely Default 2, but the series goes up until 85 before I was done. So as you can see, Bravely Default 2 is quite a bit of what's going on in my YouTube studio here, way ahead of everything else. It'll be going on for the entire rest of this month and then most of May. Oh, and here's Platinum from last time. So it's like April 16th, we'll have an upload for freaking Bravely Default 2 and Pokemon Platinum. And same with before that and the day before that. So it seems like we've got 2 uploads per day for a good while there. And if I had more playthroughs ongoing early, oh yeah, I need to actually schedule these up. So there will be 3 uploads for a day for a few days in a row once I actually set up these three Breath of the Wild videos from last night, where I always go to like monetization, turn it on for the freaking, just the little pop-up ads. I don't do like the skippable video ads on like my playthrough stuff because I figure, you know, it's produced en masse anyway. So the furthest I feel comfortable about doing that is like the tiny little things that you click the X on and yada yada. And yeah, and then before that, there's like, you know, freaking 3 uploads a day for a while when I was uploading stuff with like Watch Dogs Legion online for a while. So, you know, it adds up. So, because I always have like these daily uploads for like pretty much every ongoing playthrough. There have been times in my channel that it's been automatically uploading like 5 videos a day. Like right now it's at 2 videos a day, which is still a lot. And a lot of people look at my channel like, what the heck, do you ever sleep? I'm like, yeah, I do sometimes. You'll be able to go to places that are inaccessible. You'd be surprised where you can go and stuff like that. A Cougar Robot will stay in memory for a long time. How, what? What's this about? I'm sorry if I don't get the reference here. But yeah, that's the situation with like my YouTube there. So like probably the biggest concern that I have with my YouTube channel is that oh, the chef link, I remember what you mean. That was like one of the best episodes of freaking whatever the heck, Breath of the Wild. I forgot the name of the game for a second. That'll always be like one of the best episodes of Breath of the Wild we ever got. Like, my goodness, that whole playthrough was certainly something. But yeah, the biggest concern that I have with my YouTube channel is that I upload too much. But like, I don't know how to balance it out. Usually it's the other way around. Usually people are like, I don't upload enough. How do I make more videos? Whereas in my case, it's like, I make too many videos. How do I not make as many videos? You know, this is my predicament. But yeah, I think they need to separate so that they can improve the live stream. I call it YouTube Live. They technically already have done that, and it is already called YouTube Live, but it's not very good or fleshed out yet, unless they improve it in the future. Like, I've done streams on YouTube before. Like, I did my RCT3 playthrough of that. That's another playthrough that was technically in progress, but I paused and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, that's that.